That's not the game. Excuse me, the game, please. Game capture? The fact that it takes over the entire... It refreshes both monitors just to click on the game. Kind of obnoxious. Orachete. I'm actually not familiar with that one. I'm glad I asked this question. Okay, I have food that I want to munch on here. I might do that, actually. I am going to play some Dishonored, but... Okay, wait, let's... Okay. Yeah, I got back from work a little late, and then I was like, I want to go over to the Italian place and get some food. And that took just long enough that I didn't really get a chance to eat it. I just got a chance to buy it. Okay, so... The heck is orachete? Just little discs. The little shells. Oh, okay, it's the fancy name for the ears. That's what you're saying? Looks like shells. Like a shells and cheese. Looks good. I mean, part of this was there was a guy who did a... I never actually did listen to the podcast, but somehow I found the thing where he was making his own pasta shape and trying to, like, figure out, well, how do I do that? And, like, is it possible? Well, yeah, what was the podcast? It's Sporkful. Yeah, Sporkful was the podcast. And went and said, okay, if I try to combine all the different pasta shapes into one kind of pasta shape, what do you get? You get he smashed it together into like a very thick pasta. I actually do like it. But then I also did see a video shortly thereafter of like my wife is Italian and tried the cascatelli and was like, you just use different pastas for different things. You don't need to smash all the pasta into one kind of pasta. Okay. Don't know if you ever had it, just kind of like the name. Well, I was like, it looks like if you had any like, of like a shells and cheese kind of thing. But I wanted to munch on this cannoli just a little bit. Yeah, kind of choked down the stromboli that I had. I wanted to try. Okay. Actually, I might just throw this in the fridge because they did a chocolate-covered cannoli and it's like melted pretty fast. Yeah, okay, let's go throw that in the fridge. And I need to grab some water anyway. Oh, ads are going to start in 20 seconds. Yeah, okay. I will take a second to... Well, I guess that's going to be the YouTube thumbnail at the rate it's going. It was just going to sit there like that. Or it's going to be right back. Much to my annoyance. Okay, let's wait for the full... Let's wait for it to fully say, hey, the ads have started. And I can go put this cannoli in the fridge and let it cool. And grab some water. Because I did make the mixed drink. I do have a mixed drink with the peach soda, but... Yeah, I got tired of the auto thumbnails and now spend too much time making them myself. Yeah, for VODs, it just doesn't feel worth it. Like, if I was actually making it like here's a Let's Play, then it would make sense. But when they're just VODs, it's like, nah, that nobody's going to sit there watching a 3-4 hour VOD. Is it really not gonna start the ads? It's gonna say it started the ads and then not actually start the ads. There it is. Goodness me. Okay, I will be back. I'm gonna grab some water. Okay, dokie. Okay, yeah, we'll stick it on screen while I'm still situating myself. Channels for really only for me anyway, so I guess I put in the effort for myself, so it's not really wasted. Well, that's any creative effort. Yeah, you'll get better at making thumbnails too. Which, if you want to do more structured YouTube stuff, then being better at thumbnails is a good thing. Oh, wait, it's Cascatelli, right? There we go, yeah. Cascatelli, which I think is waterfall. I think he wanted to name it, like, centipede or something. Some kind of bug thing, but... Yeah, it is a very thick pasta, which I actually kind of like. The thin noodles of, like, angel hairs. It gets too close to mush. It's not bad, but it gets a little too close to mush. Yeah, I've had a lot of macaroni too. That's my like when I don't know what to make, I'm like I still have this big bag of cheese. I've got a little bit of milk. I've always got things of pasta. Looks like it's mac and cheese again. Okay. I think I'm all ready to do some. Could you? Well, nah. I'll wait. I'll use in the restroom. There's a water break instead. Yeah, this is a very just indulgent, just for me kind of stream. Although there is the GMTK. I gotta figure out what I'm doing next week. Because the GMTK Game Jam is coming. And it's gonna cross attack. It probably is another Rick and Morty episode to watch. Why do you do this? The Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam 2025. The recent one that has a game page up. Can you... You're really gonna pull up everything but the actual page. There you go. Obnoxious. Yeah, I skipped that Pirate Software one, but I think I am gonna do the GMTK game jam. I think they expanded it though, because this is gonna start on Wednesday. Where I'm like, I like the weekend jams, like the when it gets to be a couple extra days. I know my coworker is actually just straight up taking some time off, but sounds like they've got a whole team of people going for that. I'm like, I'm fine with just me. Yeah, it's like, do I really need to do this game jam? And it's like, I want to put out 3 games a year at least. And I did the one down to jam at the beginning of the year, and I'll do one down to jam at the end of the year. And I've been doing the GMTK as a fill-in for the no, wait, give me my profile. Yeah, because I'm like, how many years? I feel like I skipped a year of the GMTK jam, but maybe not. I want to say this is 16, 17. No, not 16. So this has been 21. 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, maybe I have. So it just kept up with the... I did 10 years of Global Game Jam, and then I started switching it out for GMTK. This was last year. Yeah, 2024. This was 2022. This was 2019. Yeah, okay, so I did miss one. And this is 2021. Or 23, rather. Yeah, okay. This was 23. This was 22. This is 19. Wait, 19? So I skipped 20 and 21? And then did 2, 3, 4? Oh, I started in 19 and skipped 2 years and then did another. Interesting. But yeah, since I've kind of stopped doing the Global Game Jam. Oh, this will be first jam on a new computer too. Kind of see how fast it goes. It'll be very tempting to do a different game engine. It'd be fun to do something goofy like Game Maker. Use Game Maker for the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam. Instead of something like Godot, which is a good thing to move to because it's actually a big engine that can do more stuff, or using like Unreal, which is a big engine that can do more stuff. I don't think Unreal does the web builds though at this point in the new stuff. Yeah, would I want to play with Game Maker again? It'd be kind of fun. It'd be kind of tempting. It'd be like It still says I'm playing Dishonored. I thought I switched it to just chatting. I'm about to play Dishonored, so it doesn't matter. Or does it... Wait, does this say Dishonored or Dishonored 2? Because it should say Dishonored 2. Yeah, I was about to... Oh, Discord says I'm playing Dishonored. Wait, why does Discord say I'm playing Dishonored 2? Wait, Dishonored... Yeah, no, it says Dishonored 2. Also, yeah, I was like, I'm not streaming it or anything. But I think I am going to actually do that now. Now that I'm all settled. I want to see how it looks on my new computer. It's going to look all fancy and hopefully not lag out my... Well, okay, it looks like it's lagging out everything. I guess that's just a... Playing Dishonored 2 is just going to do that. Okay, I didn't have a clever title. I was like, I just like pasta. Let's talk about pasta. Yeah, I've just been eating spaghetti recently, just some regular spaghetti. Although I was making it like Alfredo pasta, but I didn't buy any like linguine or anything. Yeah, if I had to rank them, holy balls. Wow, is that just resetting everything? What in the world are you doing, Dishonored 2? This is a new computer. It was... I shouldn't have switched off. I shouldn't have gone and done like a just chatting. Okay, can I close you? My goodness, it is... Yeah, it definitely looks different on the new PC. It was just working. You were here, you saw it. The fact that it's resetting my monitors is obnoxious. It is, it's fully resetting the monitors. Because it's popping up with the logos and everything, and now I can't see anything on the monitor that actually has OBS and chat and stuff. And my mouse is gone. I have absolutely no clue if this stream is even still going. Wow, if you're gonna pull up Dishonored 2, you gotta pull up only Dishonored 2 and nothing else. Okay, let's just close that. There we go. I'm getting a little scared when it's constantly resetting my monitors. I want to finish this dumb dad-blasted mother-flippin' game. I like it. Would you leave my monitors alone? Just pull up the game. Okay, let's do a Redux evaluation of the peach soda. Nah. The pineapple was good. And ginger ale is obviously good, but the peach is just not mixing. It's not bad, but it's not mixing. Okay, audio-wise, it says the game is coming. Oh no, I tabbed off. Is it gonna explode again? Yes. I saw the title screen. Why is it constantly refreshing? That's the obnoxious thing. Okay, that looks like it's stable. Wow, that took a while for OBS to pick that up too. Gee whiz. Okay, it's got it though. It's got Dishonored 2. Now, what are the options set to? It's a new computer. It should have just set it to whatever. Okay, good. At least Steam did a cloud save here, even if it didn't do it for getting over it. Yeah, this was... I wanted to do FTL and then Dishonored. Then I didn't get to do Dishonored last time. So it's today. That's what we're doing. Why do I have half health? I slept and woke up with half health? That very rarely happens to me. I wake up rested pretty much every night. Again, genetically I feel very lucky because of that fact. But yeah, it feels like you today. I don't entirely remember. Well, I guess it doesn't tell you a full sense of how much time has passed. I think if I like got half a night of sleep, I think I would be at like half health there too. Oh, you can't drink a thing of tea? Wow, this is a pretty game. Yeah, we'll see if this game starts to feel a bit older now that it can be fully seen. Because it's been a bit since Dishonored, right? Oh, this is another dream sequence again.
The void, but somehow different this time.
Yeah, it's the void, but somehow different this time. Oh, that would explain possibly why they're waking up with half health and stuff. Yeah, okay, so they trick you again. They're like, nope. Instead of a door over there, it's the door over here this time. Strange presence. Doesn't seem to be anywhere else to go, so.
Surprised I can pull you into this place? The outsider marked me long ago. I made you flee your precious tower and turned your father into cold stone. How difficult for you.
Well, that's a line they
I
did
was
in
young, sweet
multiple
Jessamine
takes.
and I were close as sisters, sharing a secret. Emperor Coldwin had another daughter, born in shame to a kitchen maid.
She's like aggressively thin.
Am I dreaming? If not, how is Delilah doing this?
Yeah, I'm getting closer to the other end of myself, seeing how I just had a week of like a pasta and pizza. I haven't actually put on weight, but well, okay, no, I'm at the heavier end of my usual fluctuation. You trust her? The villain that kicked off the whole conflict of the game. You're gonna trust the villain? We're gonna ignore that entirely. More Delilah. Gotta say backstory at you.
During the day, Jessamine and I played games in the tower, but at night I'd go back to the servants' quarters to cockroaches and thin gruel. Emperor Daddy would visit and tell me if I was good. Next year, I'd be old enough to come to court to be a princess.
She does have a really cool
One
look there.
day, pretty Jessamine broke something worth a fortune, and the spy master caught us. She claimed I did it, and he whipped me in the garden house until I bled. My mother lost her kitchen job, and that night we were out on the streets with no place to sleep.
I didn't break it.
Would you like to tell me your name?
We were just playing.
Young lady Jessamine. What is your account?
It was her. Delilah's line. She broke it.
But I'm thinking, could you do that as a YouTube video where you just kind of walk up to people and start monologuing at them with your backstory? Like, I would do wonder what kind of reaction somebody would have if you're just like, well, back in the day when I used to play on the N64, I got really good at Super Mario 64. No, I didn't. I lied. Yeah, I had a lot of fun playing it. I didn't get any good at it, but...
Mother and I saw the nastiest parts of Dunwall, ending up in debtor's prison. Jessamine died quick on an assassin's blade, but my mother lingered for weeks after a fat guard broke her jaw. They threw me out when she died. I looked up at the lights of Dunwall Tower and swore revenge. Washing bed sheets in a brothel, I painted on the side, until Anton Sokolov took me as a student. That's the polite word for it. I was crafty even before the outsider marked me, and survived the worst the Empire could offer. Now it's your turn.
My mother's sick. She needs help.
Your mother kicked off while you were out begging. She's another bag of bones now, girl.
What? No.
Your sentence is served and she'll be tossed out with the others. You can't stay here anymore.
Oh, this was a very scripted,
It's
linear...
hard to know whether my dear old aunt is telling the truth or not.
I don't know how to
When I was
react.
young, the loyalist conspiracy that kidnapped me
I've been
also
playing so
took
many-
Anton Sokolov.
Not so narrative games.
They brought him to the pub where I was
I don't
being
know how to
held
react now.
and locked him in a cage meant for dogs. And you know what? Sokolov laughed at them. He taught me lessons and told me funny stories. He seemed immortal. His mind shaped our age. That's changed. The old man I rescued doesn't talk much. He eats what we give him, groans in his sleep, coughs out blood. I thought he'd tell me the secret to defeating Delilah and saving the Empire. But I'm not even sure he knows where he is.
Man, the passage of time. It has to take us all, doesn't it? Sokolov was such a fun, grumpy old man.
Even in the void, if only I could do more.
Mother? That wasn't a dream, was it?
Am I to blame for Delilah's bitterness?
No. She's the one who orchestrated the coup.
Our decisions have weight. I feel my time drawing to an end soon.
What? She's a ghost, but she feels her time drawing to an end? You know, the afterlife I thought was more of like a permanent thing, but I guess it's just yet another run. It's something I should say to your face, but that's hard for me. Thank you for what you did bringing Anton back. What would I have done without him puttering around the ship, mumbling and stroking his greasy beard? I wanted to find him on my own, but hearing what you went through, I'm impressed. Anyway, enjoy this bottle from the Captain's Reserve. Good stuff. I got from an aristocrat wanting quick passage out of Karnaka a while back. You'll need it now that Anton is back if you want to sleep. His snoring cuts straight through the bulkhead. Wow. Okay, let's read this and then I can say... Sokolov is safe. It was an accident, I didn't mean to. I accidentally killed Kieran Jindosh for abducting Sokolov, for working for Delilah and Duke Bell, for the part his clockworks played in the coup that took my throne, for the clockwork army the man was building. He may have been smart, but he wasn't invulnerable, not like Delilah. I imagine he was jealous of Sokolov, for good reason, I suppose. Who cured the rat plague? Who changed the world with machines fueled by whale oil? Once Esmond Roseborough discovered the liquid power trapped there. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Esmond Roseborough figured out that whale oil is useful. And his paintings. Genius isn't a word I use very often, but Sokolov deserves it. Speaking of the old goat, it is good to see him again, though he looks weaker than I expected, tired and smaller than I remember. I hope that great mind of his is still working. I dreamed of Delilah Copperspoon. No, this is more than a dream. I was in the void. Somehow Delilah brought me there. I don't know if she was showing me the true past or a fabrication. She spoke of my grandfather, Emperor Euhorn Jacob Caldwin. History says he was a man of honor who served his people, but Delilah showed me all his promises were unfulfilled. All those easy lies. And she showed my mother Jessamine as I never imagined her. Spoiled and petty, entitled, and finally an injustice. Delilah's mother dying in a debtor's prison. I have so many questions, but how do I sort the truth from the lies? That's not how you escape that. There we go. I encountered a bug when trying to continue the Unreal course today. It took me 3 hours to solve it, and all it was a single and missing in one line. So certain variables passed as a copy instead of a reference, which broke stuff. Oh, okay. Well, at least you figured it out. I mean, those kind of, like, I think that's almost a more valuable lesson to learn how to push through nasty bugs and stuff. Oh, but what I was gonna mention is Sokolov's snoring cutting through the bulkhead. I had a roommate in college that taught me the meaning of sawing logs. I just did not know that it was possible to make that much noise sleeping. It was like, goodness, that seems unhealthy. Like, if you're making that much noise, do I have any clue how much noise I make when I sleep? No, I don't. I've heard that I do make a little bit of noise,
For a man
but
of
it's
his
not
age, Sokolov's
obvious.
making better progress than I would have expected.
I forgot that I fully saved her and stuff. Does that mean I could have trapped Kieran Jindosh on the ship somewhere and, like, given him a room to make stuff for me? It's auto-saved, though. There wasn't anything I could
I might
do.
have to go.
Dear Hypatia, I couldn't be happier with the news you gave me. The people here in Dust District desperately need someone like you. I understand that you cannot see patients in Addermire anymore and that it's too dangerous to go back to your apartment. I'll arrange something. We'll find a safe place to hide and give free consultation as you suggested. I'll send word about it via the Miners Family Committee and some friends I have at the Silver Spike newspaper. Welcome back to the city.
Go out for extract of blood ox liver and some
Cat is
leche
louder while
seeds.
sleeping than while awake. I mean, that's probably good if your cat is awake most of the time. But I guess it's a cat, so probably sleeping most of the time. Because I know there are some cats that can get pretty loud and obnoxious. Just kind of yell at you for everything. I had a buddy that snored his head off when the four of us crashed in a hotel room after a concert. I was too shocked at how loud a band can snore. Yeah, that's one of my favorite memories for 4th of July. Was we got stuck in traffic driving back from some fireworks, and my aunt snored so loud that she woke herself up. Okay, there's no wildly different changes to the ship, right? Yeah, this one was looking good enough on my, somehow it was looking good enough on my old computer that it doesn't say, oh, this is her food. This is the captain's food here that I'm eating, but that's okay. I've seen mean storm clouds gather only to disperse in an hour's time. I've seen monstrous waves. I was like, yeah, I nearly got rained on while I was off getting a little bit of pizza for dinner, and it appears to have not happened. There was like 1 or 2 drops that hit me right as I walked inside, and it appears to be gone now, so it's kind of funny that it said that. I've seen monstrous waves in the distance towering like high hills that were only a ripple by the time they reached the boat. Things aren't right, they never have been, but at least everything's held to the center for a long while. Now I worry all the time. For me, for Anton, for everything. I should quit. Disappear again. Anyone else would, I think. Self-preservation is only natural. I could take my boat and go anywhere. Be anybody. Be nobody. Nobody again. I'd like that. I've had many different lives. Could I start a new one now? How many more do I have left? I'm so tired. I wish I could sleep and wake up as somebody else. Pass through the doorway and,
Push out into the harsh world. You are alone, but for a few allies.
There's not, yeah, I was gonna say, there's not like a secret whatchamacallit, is there? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat all the food. I need the health there. Okay, and I don't need to go jumping around on top of the ship again. On the dreadful whale. Yeah, okay. Didn't really mean to fall that far. Okay, and was there anything else in the belly of the ship? I'm a little curious as to if there was a space, like a lab, in which... did I even check on
Megan
Sokolov?
Foster keeps up a hard front, but she's been good to me.
Okay, well, that's Hypatia. You can stay there, hang out. That's the room there, and that's... Oh, that's where I'm supposed to be going. Yeah, this was the engine room down here. Is that Sokolov snoring, maybe? Wait, we got blood flies? No, no, no. No blood flies, please. If you guys haven't, maybe we should deal with the rats there, too, if the boat also has a bunch of rats. Yeah, where are you guys going? This also seems bad. They have a bunch of rats everywhere. I guess I will... I'm not an exterminator kind of person, though. This is, like... I don't kill bugs like this. It just feels awkward. Yeah, those kind of like, or not bugs, but like mosquitoes, I think, do. That makes me a little more worried about things. Because mosquitoes feel like they could genuinely harm you. I think Sokolov's room was through here, right?
Ah, the Empress has risen. A peaceful sleep, I hope. Nothing like the pillows at Dunwall Tower, made of goose feathers.
Sit down when you want to talk.
Oh, hey, Sokolov is doing good enough to chat. And then this was... Oh, this is a locked door. I'm trying to remember where Sokolov's room was. Yeah, okay, it is back here. I read this? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's just the... Oh, it says new document added to journal. Okay, wait, I lied. What was this about a, optional eradicate blood flies? First year Anton, who called a senile old goat when he decided to bring live blood flies aboard for study. Not a single day passes without me staring in delight at this little marvels of nature. Second, my apologies to whoever broke the blood fly tank, allowing them to flutter down to the engine room, bringing joy to his sad boat of mine. Bringing joy to this sad boat of mine with the gentle humming of their soft wings. I deeply regret calling you a clumsy sack of guano, but now that we've all had time to enjoy their charming company, can someone please exterminate every last blood fly on my ship? Oh. The thing I was already doing. Okay. So did I do that? Okay, again, I tend to do the side quest and then find the thing that says, hey, go do the side quest. Which is why I think it's important that it lets you do the side quest before you get a thing that says, hey, go do the side quest. I'm pretty sure I've read that. Because I know that was a problem I had with Kingdoms of Amalur, was the fact that it would say... Yeah, like I learned pretty quickly that you have to... Okay, it's 4? Okay, does it say, if I look at the journal, as to whether I've read all these? Findings, lore. One, 2, 3, 4. Where's 2? Also, why are they separated like this? And also, was I looking at 2? This might have been why I was confused as to whether I had done. Yeah, there, 2. Okay, so I've read 1, 2, 3, and 4. Wait, the 3 and 4 weren't at the bottom because I was just now finding them, right? And then I realized, you know, there's probably a reason why doing Dishonored is not the most interesting for most people. Okay. I find this kind of stuff interesting, though. I like watching somebody just go through all of it. Like, be thorough about it. I know that's always the, like, oh, I don't want to do some side quest. Everybody's going to get bored. And I'm like, I think the getting bored is a matter of you providing the content, not the side, like, content or not. Oh, so this is the big board of things that have happened. I saved Hypatia. I killed the ghastly murderer, who was Hypatia. And then, yeah, there's Jindosh.
You cannot see. I am here and not here when you call to me.
And then I also killed this guy. I don't remember that. I've killed everybody except Hypatia. Whoops. I meant to, like, okay, if I kill somebody, I kill somebody. But this seems to be like, I went out of my way to kill everybody. It's not really what I meant.
The Royal Conservatory. This place was commissioned by my grandfather in my grandmother's name. One of the more elaborate structures in Karnaca, closed to the public. More of the Duke's questionable rulership.
traveled with her across all the seas. I am the sailor.
I thought there was a way to do the... This has a zoom, right? Or no? Join us at the Royal Conservatory as curator Brenna Ashworth, place host of the largest collection of Roseboro inventions, documents, sketches known throughout the Isles. Witness firsthand the genius of Esmond Roseboro. Oh, okay, so this is the person who started the whole whale oil thing.
Delilah Copperspoon, or is it Caldwin?
My thoughts dart here. Oh, wait, I just should have. Wait, he was doing like a real gravelly voice there. Can I do gravelly? That's doubtful, but my thoughts dart here and there. I am at the whim of my aging brain. I smell an orange and it triggers a memory. All at once I am a boy back in school, suffering under the cruelty of Professor Oliphant. Her horrible wings, her horrible wigs, and the smell of old wool. The wool reminds me of my suits. I used to have them custom made. The suits remind me that I was once a man of position. And then I am thinking of my own cruelties, terrible